Hey, Darla. Hi, Patricia. I was going to play with paper, but then I just realized my little paper I was going to play with is next door. And I'm not going next door. And coming back, it is stinking cold out there. So I think I'm going to have to play with fabric. Hi, Linda. So, yeah. So, here we go. I'm going to have to play with, make some more of my beads. I was in the mood. Hey, Mitz. And I wanted everybody to know, or first of all, thank you for all of you that showed up on Saturday. And I went to the post office yesterday and today. So you should be getting things pretty soon. I was stitching this earlier. I think it came out kind of cool. It was one of my Cantha quilts that already had like maybe stitches an inch apart, like you can see right here. And then I filled it in on the rest of it. And just something I'm working on because I have a lot of scraps of my canvas. So I thought, well, I might as well start using them up and do something cool with them. I guess. Hey, Laura. Well, boy, it is cold out there. Um, Last night it was something like 16, crazy cold. And today it went all up to the smoldering 50s. Smoldering 50s. Oh my gosh. And tomorrow I think it's supposed to be in the 50s. So, huh. But just the thought of it, oh my goodness. It was way too cold. And my poor little old dog, he looks at me like, say what? Say what? Hey, Barb. Yeah, poor guy. He's old. He's old. Who's enabling who? What is that Barb up to? She's spending money again? Showing videos? Tempting everybody? You know, my Tuesday morning stinks. It never has anything cool. I mean, as far as craft stuff. I'll go, I'll see people show their videos. Oh, I saw this week. No, my store never has paper, pretty papers, never has them. So I don't know how stores get picked as far as who gets what. Because if I knew, I'd be writing a nasty letter. Hey, bub, how come we never get nothing over here? But then again, maybe my community here, they're not like crafters. So if they put the stuff, it doesn't sell. And maybe they can see where the stuff moves the most. And they go, well, we're not taking it to that town. It just sits there. Okay, so I guess I talked myself out of being mad. Okay. Hey, CJ. Yeah, I got my dog a, well, my husband went, well, my husband, I've told you stories about my husband. He buys things that, you know, we don't need. But anyway, he thought it'd be a cute idea to get our dog a sweater. Well, he's a 100-pound dog. It's not that easy to take his sweater off and on, and then he's older, and it isn't like you can move his arms, his legs, like you would an average dog because it hurts him. He has arthritis and all that. So I didn't say nothing, because he had good intentions, right? So the other day I went, where'd I go? Where'd I see it? I guess I was at Sam's doing some shopping, grocery shopping. And they had this cute little, what did they call, I don't know what they called it. But anyway, you didn't have to put it through its arms, and it was waterproof and it had down on it. And it just kind of laid over, across the back, and then it velcroed on. So that was more the speed for my dog because he's arthritic and old and having problems. So I figured with all this cold we're having, now he can stay toasty. So he used it the other day and he thought he was hot stuff. And my husband, when he went to go get some dog food, we go get it at the co-op, and they had a bunch of pillows on sale. And getting pillows for big dogs is not cheap. And they've all got their own pillow, but after a year, the fluff is gone. So my husband got them some new pillows. So between the pillows and the and his little jacket, he's a happy camper. Okay, here we go. I haven't looked up once. I don't know what you guys are asking me. Hey, Johnny. That's true, Darla. They act so sassy when they get something new, and especially when they know it's just for them. My dog, even he's old and arthritic and everything, he loves his toys still. And so when my husband gets him a new toy, oh my goodness. You can imagine a big old Rottweiler all possessive over his little squeaky toy. He's not into the fluffy stuff. He likes something he can chew on and that's fluffy. I mean chewable. It makes a noise. That's what he likes. So anyway, how many of you guys bought stuff for the soldering, or are you just gonna watch first? How many has your stuff already? Just doing a head check. Hi, Patricia. Did I say hello? Senility. I forgot who I said hello to 2 minutes ago. Okay, Darla's gonna watch. Patricia has the stuff. Laura doesn't have nothing yet. CJ already owns the stuff. Okay. It'll probably be half and half. That's good. Well, because if you have this stuff, you probably already know what you're doing. You can fill in the gaps for the stuff I don't know. You go, "Psst, Rosemary doesn't know this, but I'm the first one to admit it. You know me, I only know how to do things halfway." Oh, you haven't used it yet. Okay, well, you can watch me make all the mistakes. And then when you get started, you'll go, "Oh, I better not do that. I remember when Rosemary did that. She messed it up." And you'll know how to do it right. And then I was thinking if there was a few of you that wanted to do it and didn't want to buy all of the supplies, maybe I'd put together a little supply kit and you'd only have to go get one of those cheap $5 soldering guns, and then you wouldn't have to buy all the supplies. I just, make like little kits enough maybe to do, what, maybe 3 or 4 pendants or so. And then that would let you know if it's something you want to, buy all the stuff, because it's an investment. And, if you don't even know if you're really going to want to do it, and even if you want to do it, doesn't mean, you know, you can do it. I personally think anybody can do anything, but, if you don't have the confidence, that would only be the only reason you couldn't do it. Being a scaredy cat. When we're a scaredy cat, we can't do anything. I know. I've been a scaredy cat about a lot of things. Then one day I just went, forget it. I'm done with the scaredy cat thing. I'm a Rottweiler now. None of that pussyfooting around for me anymore. Just show me the stuff and I'll try it. Yeah, especially with the YouTube. There's no excuse. I mean, look at all the cooking shows. People have now cooked things they didn't even know how to pronounce before, and now they're cooking them. And people that, you know, didn't know a finish hammer from a jackhammer, are doing remodeling jobs. So I say go for it. What's the worst that can happen? As long as you're not playing with gas and electricity that things can blow up, you're okay. Oh, that's kind of small, but we'll do it anyway. There you go, Darla. Who needs a plumber with his pants half down his butt, right? I've never understood with all the money that plumbers make how they can't get something that fits. Yeah, no reason to be afraid. My husband, my poor husband. I think I've told you, my background is construction and I love remodeling and everything. And I scared my husband half to death one time. He thought I didn't know what I was doing. He thought I hadn't checked first, but I did. And there was a wall that I was going to take down, and just like in a cartoon, I was, have the sledgehammer, and I'm getting ready to knock the wall, and in mid swing, he goes, "No!" And I stop like, boing, what's wrong with you? And he thought I hadn't looked for the stud. And so he imagined me with my full force hitting the stud and then going boing, all the way across the room or something. And I go, "No, I already found the stud. That's what that mark on the wall is." Well, where he was standing, he couldn't see that I had already marked. Yeah, I just did it with a pencil mark, but he was too far away to notice it. So he was having a panic attack. Oh. After that, he nicknamed me Sledgehammer Rosie, so that's what he calls me. Oh dear, it's not working too well. Linda, sometimes what you can do with when large components like that aren't working is to go and check the breaker and turn them off and on. Sometimes resets, even though it may at some point gone off and then gone back on, but the reset isn't done properly. So you might want to check that too. Oh, you guys, you won't believe what I found. Okay, some of you may have seen this one journal, and I shouldn't say journal, um, one of those vintage photo albums that I showed you, and it had a box on the bottom, and I told you that when it was new, that there used to be a music box in there, and now the box was there and the hole was there, all the pieces parts except the the little music box was missing. And anyway, I found one with a music box, and wait a minute, it works. I could not believe it. Now I'm afraid to play it because I'm thinking, the first my husband goes, "You better not you better not overwind it," and then it's broke. I'm going, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh!" So, so now I'm all nervous. I'm going, "What the heck good is having a music box if you're scared to death to wind it up to listen to it?" He's got me all paranoid. Oh my gosh. Oh, you got one, Johnny? Ugh. And it shows in the back that it plays two songs. And, of course, I'm not going to wind it so much that two songs play. So I've only heard part of one song because I'm afraid. I'm afraid. So now I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Because originally I thought, well, maybe the thing won't work. And I didn't want to ask because I figured the person would end up charging me more if it worked. And I thought, well, I'll just take a chance. And then it ended up working. And so I'm thinking, oh no, what am I going to do now with it? I don't want to. Well, the pages where the pictures go, it's in really really bad shape. So it can't be used as an album. So I'm going to obviously turn it into something. I'm just not sure yet what that something's going to be. If I'm just going to make another journal like I did the other time, if I'm going to make a box, but it's already got a box with the music, and I got to think about it. Hey, Samantha. Patricia, you talking to me or to Johnny? I've done a little twist. I've listened to mine, but just, little short spurts. Oh, me. Yeah, I did listen to a little bit, just all I think I did one, two. That's the most I did. Like two little turns. I didn't want to keep going. I was afraid. And it sounds really cute. Very clear. And it has the name of the songs in the back, but I've never heard of those songs because this is from the late 1800s. So it's got really oldies, oldie songs for sure. Oh yeah, Johnny, I had one of those too. Hey, Tanya, we're talking about music boxes. At least I am. I'm too lazy to look in the chat and see what's going on. Oh, hold everything, everybody. My husband found me a computer, and it arrived yesterday, but I haven't done anything with it because my area where you cannot see is a total mess. Partly because of the sale, partly because I'm lazy, partly because, all the above. And so I need to make space for it. And hopefully it can handle the heat from that monitor, unlike my laptop. So it's not a laptop. So that's good right there. It'll handle more. It's a faster speed. Um, so, uh-oh, what did I do? I did that backwards. Why didn't somebody tell me? So, so it should be pretty good, I hope. So I'll play with it before I go live with the soldering, because I don't want to play with it that that night and see if everything works. Just go kaput. So I might go on before that live again just to test it, see if it can handle the heat. Hey Jennifer, I didn't see you come in. And everybody else I've missed. And then some of you guys that bought some of the tassels, they want me to make some of those to show you how we did those. So, like I mentioned before, different places already have their Christmas stuff on clearance. Believe it or not, somebody told me Hobby Lobby has the Christmas stuff on clearance. So you need to go and see if you can find those ornament caps, because that's what I made the top of those tassels with. And if you have alcohol inks, whoops, I put alcohol inks on it to change the colors. But if you don't have alcohol, don't worry. I'll show you how to do it with acrylic paint, and it'll look just as cool. Don't worry about it. Don't go buy it just for that. Remember, I'm a proponent of using what you got. Yeah, Darla, over at somebody told me Hobby Lobby was 50% off right now, Christmas stuff. I usually get those caps when, after Christmas, and they're like 90% off. But you can't always find them. One year I didn't find any. Well, I kind of forgot and went late, and most of the clearance stuff was gone. That was last year. So the ones I'm using are from the year before. That's how many I bought that year. Yeah, I'm not going to do the burning thing. I'm done with that. I thought I would try it, see if it'd be easier, but it no way is easier. So anyway, those specifically you guys that want to do the solder stuff is Friday, yeah, Friday or Saturday better for you guys? I'm okay either day, so it doesn't matter to me. Johnny has request. Uh-oh. Where is she? Uh oh, cool. Yes, thank you. We're going black. We're going from black to red dragon. Woohoo! She, oh, I can't show you. I don't know where they are. Sorry, no can do. But you know when you have a if you knew what my place looked like right now, you wouldn't be asking me. You know when you get an ornament, say around any shape ornament, you've got the top part, and there's usually this little metal, not metal, it's aluminum little cap on it that the little wire goes through to hang on whatever you're going to hang on. And they sell those little caps separately. And that's what I used for, and I can't even show you a tassel because I sold all the tassels. So I can't even show you that. I'll show you on another video because I'm not going to do the tassels this weekend. We're going to do the soldering. But just go into Michael's or any place like that, Hobby Lobby, and say, "Do you have any ornament caps?" They should know what you're talking about. And if they don't, just go over to where the ornaments are, and they'll have these little and look at an ornament and look at that little cap that's on it, and you go, "Oh, that." And then you can find a little package with replacement caps and just get the caps. When you see it, you're going to go, you know what it is. I mean, you've seen them 100 times. Cool, these are coming out pretty cool. I really like making these. They're fast, and when you string them up, you know, you can use really any kind of thread or, string, anything, because it's so big. Sometimes when you make things that you want to string up, you're so limited because it's so narrow. And with these, my goodness, you almost put your finger through it. Oh, and I've got me some really cool covers to some books that I'm going to be making some journals. They are going to look so cool. I'll let you drool in a second. I'll show you some of them. I got to sit down and figure out exactly, whoops, which journals I want to start. Because I haven't made a journal in a while and I'm in the mood. The last one I did was that photo album. I haven't made one since then. I haven't listed it yet either. I've still been hugging on it. So I think it's ready to go. I think it's ready to find a new home. Are you guys done with the beads? You want to see a book? You're all a bunch of book fiends. Okay, I'll share. I'm anxious to share my little trove of finds. When the mailman came, he goes, "What is in this?" I said, book covers." He goes, "Book covers?" Yeah, books without the guts, just the covers. And he goes, "I'm not even gonna ask." I'm not even gonna ask. And what was funny is he gave me 2 boxes, and I brought him into the studio and didn't really look at him. I just put him down because I was busy doing something else. And then a few minutes later, because the house is all closed up and everything because it's so cold, I hear this honking out in the front, and there's no parking out in the front. I don't have a driveway in the front. Everything is through the alley. And I'm thinking, who is honking out there? And they won't stop. So I look out there, and it's the mailman. He goes, "I accidentally gave you one package wrong, and I was gonna give your neighbor your real package." I go, "Oh no." So I ran inside, got a package, gave it to him, and that's when he handed me this big old heavy thing, and he goes, "What is this?" I said, "They're book covers." Whoops, where does that go? This goes over here. That goes there. And he didn't even want to know. I said, "All right, you're a loss. It's a lot of yummy stuff. Let me get this out of the way." Okay, hold on a second. In the other room. I just realized I had my headset. Oh. Can you hear me now? I need to get this headset off is what I need to do. Okie dokie. Very good. All right. Okay. Well, this one I think is pretty cool. These are just like for covers. This is, I think, is a super cool cover. And I think this one is a cool cover. But that's not the good stuff yet. But I do think these are cool. I got to go from the top to the bottom. Then this is old and beat up and really cool. It's leather that's seen way better days, but still pretty cool. And these are leather too. I'll make some. Yes, Darla, I knew you'd recognize it. I got these from Jessica on her D-stash. And this is going to make a cool cover. Trees and Their World. I'll put a bunch of my Ego Dyed stuff in there. I think that one will come out cool. And which one was the one I liked on this one? Oh, I just thought this was so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one, but I really like that one a lot. And this is like a really cool little cooking journal. And then the good stuff. Whoops, she had empty journals. And I love making, ledgers. And I love making the journals out of these. So this is going to be a pretty cover. I like that. And then, how is this? I think this opened up this way, but I'm going to cut it probably in half to make a journal, the cover, the front and the back. And this is leather here. I'm not sure what this is, but it's embossed and it's really cool. Of course, it's worn and I just love it. And I think this was, no, that was the back and this is the front. It's a cash book. So I'll be able to make two separate books out of this one. And what was this? I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, I intend to cut these down in half also. So there's 4 right there. And look how cool this one is. And it's got a really cool spine. And so this one I'm also going to cut. And then I can see I can cut this right below where it says cash. So it still has that on one of them. And then the other one, will still have the cool spine and everything. So those were pretty cool. And Jennifer, you better watch it, girl. I know where you live. Look how cool this one is. So I'm not sure if I'll leave it the same size or I'm not sure yet, but anyway. And here's another one. This one's cool. I love this yummy stuff. There's that. And then look at this. This one's really pretty too. And you can tell by this paper, this is like from the late 1800s. I recognize this paper already. It's like 1880 something. They used a lot of that print. So I'm going to get a lot of pieces parts out of this one too. And then, oops. Oopsie. Look how pretty this is. Kind of big. Kind of big. This is all leather right here. A little messy right here. It's got the pretty paper. Pretty. And super thick. And then this one. This just has little pieces of leather here and here in the front and the back. So that'll make a cool cover. And then this one that just says Ledger. Pretty. So anyway, that's why I say I'm in the mood. I can't say, oh, but I don't have anything to make a pretty ledger. A pretty journal with. Yes, I do. Shut up, Rosemary. Don't complain. You've got the stuff. Anyway, that's what the poor mailman was like, lugging it around because he took it to the wrong house. Can you imagine if it went to the wrong house and the person wasn't, very reputable, and they thought, ooh, I'm going to keep this. And then they open it up and it's a bunch of empty books. How disappointing for that guy or gal to have a box of nothing to them. Cool, huh? Oh, cool, Donna. Yeah, I'm going to have fun. Okay, if you guys can wait a second, and you're probably going to hear a little bit of static. I'm going to go in the other room and I'm going to get the box that has the one that plays music. And when I go into the other room, sometimes I lose the Wi-Fi on this. So, I'll huff and puff because you'll be going along with me. But if you lose me, you'll know why. I'm in the other room right now. I'm going to take it out of the box where I have more room. I guess you can figure out I put it back in the box. Anything happens to it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, this is pretty just by itself, wouldn't you say? It's three ladies playing tennis, and the major damage is right up here. It's fallen off completely right there. And it's lifting right here, but this is an easy fix right here. Just a little bit of glue and fix all of that. But as far as, the design, it's right here. So I'm going to have to make a decision about what I'm going to do about all that. But I'm not going to make the decision now. So let's do a little tour. Kind of hard to see, but this is, whoops, this is the box that it sits in. And the back is in a little better condition. Well, the fabric is in a lot better condition than the other one I have. Where it's not in good condition is where this is lifting. But like I say, I'm not worried about that. I can fix all that. And I don't know if this is the date of when it was, the first owner or one of the owners, but it's 1910. And did this one have any? No, this one didn't come with any pictures at all. But these are in pretty good shape. Sometimes they're really messed up, or you can't use them for anything, you know? So this one's not so bad. They've got, the oxidation that happens, but they're not all torn up. Usually they're, pretty bad shape. And there is the pretty little music box. How cute is that? Okay, now, if it breaks, you're going to witness me crying. Okay. See, there's two songs. And one is Dreaming Song, and the other one is Said. I can't read what that is. Is that Pasha Quartet? I don't know. That's the second song. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Oh. Now the best part is when you watch it play. So hold on here. I'm going to wind it again. Can you see it turning or not? And you see all the little, it's so cute. Maybe the glare, you can't see it maybe. What I thought was amazing was the acoustics. I mean, it's loud, it's clear. I was just amazed. So yeah. Now, if he had taken this to the wrong house, I'd be very upset. Then, very, very, very upset. Oh. Yeah, and I didn't even wind it all the way. And there's 2 songs in there. That's just one song. And I'm afraid to wind it anymore to listen to the second song. I know. Can you imagine? I mean, what a gift this was for somebody, right? Can only imagine. And so my husband goes, "Oh, are you gonna go put it over there on the table?" And I said, "What?" Because see, we live in a Victorian home, which just would be perfect, you know. And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go put this over there on the table where I've got Rottweilers throwing balls up in the air." Yeah. I don't think so. Let's see, what was the name on here? Miss Louisa Harris in Illinois. I don't know what that word is. I don't know what that first letter is, but it's something BLONG, Illinois. Oblong. It looks like an O or an A. December 24th, so it must have been like a Christmas gift. You got that right. It needs to be in a cabinet with a lock. Exactly. Not on the table with the Rottweilers playing. Now I have that other one, but it doesn't. It just has the hole. It doesn't have the it doesn't have the music. But I'm still gonna get that one. Oh, hello! Remember I told you I was gonna get that thing that you can record? I'm just gonna record this song and let it play over and over and over again and stick it in the other one. I'm glad I thought of that. That's what I'm gonna do. There's a method to my madness. Oh, Lucy, did you get to hear it? You just got here. Did you get to hear the music? Yes. Look. Well, it's an album. It's an album, like the ones we like to look at. But then when you get to the back, ta-da! Just for you, and because I love listening to it. I need little puppets. Yeah, Lucy, I have another one, but it doesn't. It has the hole, but it doesn't have the mechanics. Uh-oh, it's getting tired. See, do I know my music box or not? I knew he was getting tired. Okay, we don't want to stress him out because it might have been 100 years since he'd been playing. Gonna give him cardiac arrest. Now, before I have an accident, I'm putting him back over on the other table in the other room because we got to take care of the baby. We don't want it happening to the little guy. I'm just gonna put it right here, and I'll wrap him up later. Oh, I got so nervous. I need a cracker. Yeah, that music boxes have that effect on me too. It's very, it's very cheerful and uplifting little melody, but then there's an undertone of nostalgia and mystery and history and all that, wrapped up into just that one little melody. And then it can be kind of creepy too, if you're into creepy stories. What was that movie where she wanted that little music box and she killed somebody for it? The Bad Seed. Did you guys watch that? The Bad Seed. Oh, my eyes. Got something, dust or something. Well, I was turning the pages to that thing, and it's very old and dusty. And I think it got into my eyeballs. Hold on. Yes, that little creepy girl with the white hair, and oh my gosh, and somebody had a little music box and she wanted it, and she actually killed somebody for it. So I think, like, stories and movies like that, when I hear the music, then I start thinking about that too. Eek, 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 the creepy stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think that's all I have to share with you guys, because what else? What else have I done? I mean, I haven't really done that much. I got my books, I got that. And sorry, I'm gonna crunch in your ear. You have nightmares. I know. You want to really have a nightmare? Have you met Baba Louie? Some people love him and some people think he's creepy. I like him. To me, there's nothing creepy about Baba Louie, but some people, I guess it's his smile. Elizabeth, you just got here. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe we'll have to do something before I go. What do you want to do? Baba Louie wants to. Oh, maybe he. You know what I should have done? I won't do it now because I don't want to touch that thing again. But if I'd had Bobby Louie here, he would have played the music.
Mm-hmm. Because he does that, excuse me. He's modest. He's modest. I have to get him out of the way. Okay. What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Babaloo? Hey, this way, this way. Where are you going? Come here. Come here. Say hello to everybody. Hello. Hi, Aaron. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's enough from you, Baba Louie. Because you can drive me crazy. I was looking at him one night and I thought, oh my goodness, all I could think about was the Twilight Zone from when I was a kid, and have him start talking to me without me pushing his button. I got so creeped out, I left and went back to the house. I creeped myself out. That's pretty sick. Tammy, is what a book? Baba Louie? What are we talking about? Oh, look at the fun stuff I got from Johnny. I got this today too. We're going to play with this stuff. She didn't want to play with it, but I do. Look at all this fun stuff I got from her. And notice, peacock feather. Hello. Other feathers. These are moles for those of you that don't know. And some more. Yummy. Well, I'm sure they could be used for resin, but I don't use resin. I use the paper, what do you call it? Paper clay. Look, I don't think she's even opened up this little puppy. Pretty cool. And then she had some of the clay. And I forgot to share with you guys. And the most yummiest book. Oh my gosh. Look at this book. I know to most of you it's like, so what? Japanese country book. But she knows how much I love anything Japanese. And so it's super cool. Now, if that isn't cool enough, I know you can't appreciate it, but it's the paper. It's the paper. So, of course, not only do I love Japanese stuff, but of course, we all love the paper. So it's like a double whammy. And it's just not one page like that. It's every page. So it's like a 200 whammy. Look, nice, nice, very nice. It is quite wunderbar. I don't know what this paper is. Because I have some bamboo paper. And it really reminds me a lot of the bamboo paper that I have. Ooh, miso soup. I don't know about you guys. Give me miso soup anytime, and I'm a happy camper. Let's see. Kimchi. I love kimchi. And here I am eating a cracker. The braised cabbage. I love that. I'm going to try some of these. I didn't know Japanese made stuff with curry. I've never had Japanese anything with curry. That's new to me. Anyway, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous book. Oh, what was that? Sweet boiled turnip with sake. Huh. Very cool. I forget what it's called right now. I'm sure Darla knows what it's called. And if she doesn't, she'll find it in 2 seconds. But you know that printing that they do with the fish? I might have to go get me a fish and do some of that Japanese printing. I forget what it's called. Oh, you do? Yeah. Do you know what kind of paper that is? Of course, it doesn't say because this isn't made for paper lovers. So it doesn't say anything about the paper. Ooh, cool. But anyway, it's too new, so I can't make any copies of it. I think it was like 69. Yeah, 69. Very cool. Now I feel like having some shrimp and rice. Ah, now she's got me hungry. She's got me hungry. Anyway, I'm gonna have fun with these. I made I did some. What did I do with those? I did some stamping with. Oh no, this was stamping. This wasn't the molds. I used some of the clay paper and stamped it and made these. These are feathers. I think they came out kind of cool. But it's fun playing with that clay paper clay. I like playing with it anyway. Not everybody likes it. I think you gotta, I don't know. I think you have to like working with imperfection because that's really imperfect stuff. So anyway, so we'll be playing with this in the future. Johnny's a little messy here, but that's okay. There we go. All good. All right. Unless you guys have a special request, I don't know what to do. I just basically came on to let you guys know that figure out what would be the best night to do the soldering. So I guess we'll do that Saturday night. Not sure what time, but it won't be early, but it won't be super late either. Give us time to do stuff. Maybe around, I don't know, 8 o'clock, something like that, 7, 8, something like that. I'll let you guys know. And messed up there. And I'll let you guys know that those of you that came to the sale, most things either went out yesterday or today. And what else? I have a few goodies left. There was a few things I didn't even get to show. It was just getting too late. So I do have a couple of things I didn't even show. So I may just end up putting those in the shop. And so what I did about a week ago, I got all of my cuttable um, quilts and cut them all up. And so the next time I decide to have, I think what I'm going to do, it works for me mentally, is um, if I have a, or when I have another sale, I think what I want to do is follow a theme. Like, the one that we did last time, it was all the stuff that I consider, that area of the world and the fabrics and stuff, textiles that I like from there and look like they're from there if they're not literally from that area. And so anybody that was interested in that kind of stuff, there was something there for everybody that likes that stuff. So I think the next what I'm going to do is going to be all quilt pieces and vintage types of fabrics or lace or something. So it's all going to be that kind of stuff. And I've got all the quilts already, like I said, all chopped up. I have a couple of them right here. I'll give you a sneak peek of what I have cut up. I have mucho. Uh-oh. What's this stuff here? Some are in better condition than others, obviously. And let me see. Well, there's only a few here. I had put the other ones in the other room, but that's okay. Here's another kind. And then, oh, I just noticed one of these is the same pattern, but it was a different quilt. How weird. And then, ooh, and this one's really messed up, but it's pretty. Messed up, but pretty. Okay. No, let's get out of the way. Here's one quilt. And some parts were so bad that I'm going to put those like in a grab bag or something. But this is in good condition right here. So that's one type of quilt. And then there's another one. This is the edge of it. It had a scallop around there. So I'm going to have some of those. And this one was from a different quilt, but it's the same pattern. That one's pretty too. Different colors on that. And this one is in really bad shape. It has cute, and there's some that look pretty good. This part, the one I grabbed, just doesn't happen to look very good. But there's some that look really nice. And then I have some in the other room that I won't bore you with right now. Rosemary, I just found a Hawaiian Onopoke restaurant. Ooh. You better go try it, Kathy. They have, I don't know if it's the same one we have up here, but we have one. And it's pretty tasty. It was funny. I went in there and the guy, I asked him, I forget what it was I asked him, and he didn't know the answer. So I knew basically he really didn't know anything about Hawaiian food. He just worked there. And then somebody else came in and asked a question, and they just kind of shrugged their shoulders. But the food was good. I have to admit, it was pretty tasty. The sauces they put on it is pretty good. They have like this coconut sauce and different things like that. It's pretty good. It was funny you're talking about YouTube being kind of wonky. It was because before I went on, I had to try 4 times to go on because it wouldn't connect. It just kept going in a circle. And then a little notification would come on, please try again or stop. So I had to keep doing it a couple of times before it even caught on, which was kind of weird. Tammy, you need to catch up. Hey, Kathleen, are you saying good evening because you're here? Good evening because you're going. Oh, you just got here. Okay, I see. Darla just said hello. We're kind of wrapping it up. We're going to do the soldering on Saturday. Well, I have the Kathy, I have the what do you call it? The menu, but it's at the house. What you need to do is get the one that what was it called? You really can't lose. You really can't lose. And they've got it all on there. What's in each. What they do is they get you. They say sushi rice, but it's not sushi rice. It's just rice. Um, and um, and then on top of that, they put all these different things. It's almost um, like going to like where, like going to Subway sandwich, in that you start off and they have all these different components and you let them know what components. You can build your own bowl or you can get a bowl that they've already given a name for and they put all those things in there. It's pretty cool. Good night, Jennifer. Happy exercising. Don't forget soldering Saturday night, unless you're with mom and dad. Yeah, Kathleen, we're going to do the soldering on, wait. No, I didn't see your comment, Darla. I'll do it on camera if you want. For the soldering, we're going to do it Saturday evening. I'm not sure what time. I'm guessing maybe around 8 o'clock or so, my time, Central. And some people have their stuff, some people don't. Some people want to watch first and see if they want to do it. And then, Darla, I'll put a disclaimer if I decide to do it so you don't have to turn it on. um, and then what I was thinking too, if some of you guys want to do it, but you didn't want to go through all expensive buying all the product if you don't already have it, then I might put a little kit, a little small kit together, minus the soldering gun, because you can get that through Harbor Tools. I think for like $5, they have one that cheap, and I think you can get it online if you don't have one in your town. And that way it would be minimal expense. So, yeah. Oh, you have this stuff. Ooh, cool, Kathleen. She is ready to go. Bring out that gun. Now, you remember now, I told you guys, I am not a professional solderer. I don't pretend to know how to do anything. It's just people saw the little things I made and they said, "Oh, can you show us how you did that?" So I'm showing you how I did that. And somebody else that knows what they're doing, they may look in at it and go, "What the heck is that woman doing? She has no idea, no clue how to do this." So I have total disclaimer. This is just how I do it. They don't cost that much, do they, Kathleen? The rheostats? I personally don't have one. I'm going to check one out. Tomorrow I have to go down to Harbor Tools anyway. So I'm going to go see. Somebody told me they have them there really inexpensively. So I'm going to go check it out and see if they have one. And I'll pass on the info to you guys if they do. Because that's a good thing to have. It's really a good thing for me to have too, even when I'm doing the encaustic, because I need to have that. It should be at a certain temperature. And even though you have something that has temperature control, those things are kind of iffy sometimes, you know. So, um, yeah. Oh, Harbor Freight. For you ladies that have never been to a Harbor Freight before in your town, don't let your husband be the only one that goes there. There are endless things that you can use there in your, whatever you do. If it's mixed media, if it's journal making, whatever you do, there is something there. And because it isn't being sold by some mixed media company, it's like at a fourth of the price that you would probably pay for it somewhere else. So don't hesitate to go there. Just go up and down each aisle and get inspired. You go, "Oh, I bought blah, blah, blah this for, X amount of money at Michael's when they had this tool for, hardly nothing." So please go. Oh no, Lucy's a professional. Keep her out of the room. She uses a torch. Well, a break. Well, I don't think I'd be doing anything with breaks. Ooh, I've never done the silver clay. That would be cool. Well, a lot of people do use that torch when they're doing the well, I don't know what size your torch is, but lots of people when they do they're soldering with their jewelry and stuff. They're using, that little handheld torch. But I don't like flames. I'm not a flame girl, so I stick with the other tool. Another professional. Look at Darla. She's already been using stuff. Oh, wow, Kathleen. It's in your blood. Yeah, I got a thing about fires. I don't know. Even when I just light a match to light a candle or something, I see people let that match burn all the way down almost to touch them, and I'm going, stop it, stop it. I don't like that. But when it came to when we did our houses, I insisted on a gas stove. So go figure. I know because I like cooking with gas as opposed to electric, but you would think I wouldn't even want that. Okay, so now you guys have all been working with these copper clay and everything. Oh, now Darla's worked with a kiln. Okay, I see where this is going. Mm. There's a place in town where they'll let you use their kiln, but they're not cheap. Your kiln time. Yeah, exactly. We don't want to go to Darla's. There was this little kiln. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if it works. I saw it. I must have seen it on YouTube or something. It's about this big. And it goes in your microwave. And it works just like a kiln. Like when you want to fuse glass and things like that. Whatever you would do in a kiln, if it fits in a little, if it's no bigger than that, um, it was pretty cool, and it looked like it worked. Yeah, microwave. I don't know what it's called, but it's about that big, and I mean, it's a kiln, and you throw it in the microwave, and it does its thing. And when it's done, you got to leave it in there for X amount of time, and you got to wear these certain gloves to take them out, and I saw one once at Hobby Lobby. That kiln. Forget what it cost. It was not cheap. It was close to $100. Yeah, this is not the kind of kiln you plug in anywhere. It's all through the, you know, through the heat that is created in the microwave. So $39.99. Well, they're ripping you off over at Hobby Lobby. How big is that one, Kathleen? Is it about 6 inches in diameter? Mm-hmm. I'll have to check it out. Ooh, Elizabeth, we got all these cool kids in the house with all fun toys. Yeah, now we need to go to Elizabeth's house. Oh man, you guys have all the cool toys. That's what I would need, a fire extinguisher. Wow, I'm gonna have to check out that kiln because it was close to the one I saw. I'm pretty sure it was close to $100. The 5x4, Darla, how much does that cost? Do you know? I already have a microwave in my studio. Well, this might have to be our next game plan. Those of us that have little kilns, maybe we could do uh a play date together. We'll all go live together. Now, this might be a stupid question, but would you be if the one that goes, oh, never mind. CJ just answered. Look at Darla. I think we're gonna all have to get one and play together. Well, I guess where are we supposed to go find all this stuff? Do we have to go to Amazon? Is that where you guys found it? Okay, good, Amazon. Well, I was wondering about the one that goes in the microwave, if you could use those different clays, because I mean, it may sound stupid, but you're not supposed to put metal, in the microwave. So I was wondering about the copper and the silver. Um, if they could go into the microwave one or not. Maybe not. Oh, depends on the metal. Okay. Okay. Well, aren't we all just a wealth of information? See, we just need to chit chat with each other. Ooh, that is beautiful glass. CJ's our connection. I guess I'm just going to stick with the fish. Yeah, no foil. Cut the foil. Well, kids, now I got more things. This is what the problem is when, you know, you love creativity. There's too many things out there to get involved in. Too many fun things to get into. And that's why I tell you guys, I may dabble in something, but I really don't know what I'm doing because I just have an interest and then I'll start doing it. It doesn't mean I know what I'm doing at all. Yeah, just throw yourself into it. The only way you really learn stuff, I mean, for myself, I'm only speaking for myself, is to throw my ego out of it. Because if I want it to come out perfect or I want to do it right the first time, or, I want to be really good at it, well, forget it. None of us are going to are going to be able to do it the first time and maybe not the second or third or fourth or fifth time. But it's fun just to try stuff. And even if you just learn it, you can't do it, but at least you tried it. Okay, ladies, well, you got pumped up about a kiln now. Now I gotta go check that out. See what kind of trouble I can get into with that. And I gotta make some journals. I got all those cool covers. I gotta make those. Yeah. It's better to know what not to do than what to do, I think, because that saves you a lot of headache. Oh. See, I was never into polymer clay. I'm just now you know, getting interested in all that. And because I didn't really know what to do and how to do it, that's why I gravitated toward the paper clay. Oh, so Kathleen can teach us all the good stuff. Mm. I'm excited. I'm excited. Enameling. Okay, I don't even know what that is, Darla. Oh boy. Stop it, you people. My list is getting too long. Yes, another rabbit hole. I know. This is crazy. Oh. Oh. Glass fused to metal. That sounds pretty. Yeah, Darla's one of those. She's in for stuff. She'll try it. Glass dust. Oh no, that isn't something else new. I mean, new to me. Oh boy. So now what I need to do is figure out how to make an enamel fused glass dust metal clay journal cover. I have to wrap all of the stuff up into one. Yeah, I probably have, Darla. I just didn't know what it was. You know I'll try it, CJ, if I learn the other stuff. Wrap it in a sark. There you go. Well, at least you know my style. I don't know if it's the same person you're talking about as far as those little books. I think I know who you're talking about. And she also does stamping on if it's who you're if we're talking about the same person. She also stamps on the metal over the enamel, and they're really small little books. They're so pretty. I wish, and I tried to see if they had a class, if she had a workshop or something, but she doesn't teach. I would love to learn how to do that. She does? Does she have a workshop? See, most of the stuff I learn just from pictures. You know, the things that I find, I can't find workshops for them. So I just look at thousands and thousands of pictures and try to figure it out. How did they do that? Oh, the stamping. Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, that's what I'm going to do. All right. So you guys gather any information you can about, maybe some workshops or something that I might be able to take advantage of because I don't know any of this stuff you guys know, or maybe just some videos you can direct me to so I won't be totally ignorant. I'll be looking meantime too, see if I find stuff. And I'll get the name of that lady that I'm talking about that does that stamping. I tried doing it on, not knowing what to do. What piece did I do? I did do some stamping on one piece. I don't remember where it is now or what I did with it. I think I put it on a charm or something on a journal I sold. Hey, Donna. We're just getting ready to wrap it up. We're going to do our soldering on Saturday about 8 o'clock my time in the evening. So if you want to join us then, if you're available, we've been talking about miniature kilns, soldering, working with metal clays, lots of fun stuff. That's right. I was wrapping it up when Kathleen came in, but she was just way too interesting about all her fun stuff she knows how to do. Yeah, I was wrapping it up a half hour ago, wasn't I? Hey, Maria. Uh-oh. Wrapping it up again. I just need to start later, I guess, when I come on. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because for those of you that, again, that are just getting here, I'm going to figure out the cheapest little kit I can put together for soldering so that you don't have to buy large quantities of anything. I'm going to see um, what that comes to and see if it's feasible. And that way, if after you watch it on Saturday and you think it's something that you're interested in, but you don't, want to buy the big quantity, because most of the stuff, you know, you're buying a lot of the stuff when you're maybe only going to make one and realize you don't like to do it or whatever. So I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, is that good news, Donna? That they've closed the roads? Okay. I'll put it in there right now, Elizabeth. Hold on. Whoops. Um, that name doesn't sound familiar. Jean's name must be somebody else I'm thinking of. I'll look it up. I'll let you know because she does some really cool stuff. And then there was this other lady that did beautiful stuff. I don't remember her name right now. And so I found her on Pinterest. Then I followed, like they say, the rabbit hole trying to find her, and then found a website and then continued down that path. And she had not done um, an entry on her blog for quite a while. And then I went and said, well, maybe she's got a page on Facebook. So I ended up finding her. And what happened was 2 years ago, she died of cancer. And she did the most beautiful work. And it was just gorgeous. And she had done, given workshops and all kinds of stuff. But then on her Facebook page, somebody had, wanted to inform, all of her students and fans and things like that, that she had died. So, man, that does sound a little more familiar than the other name. Right, Kathleen? You find, you see the pictures and the links, and then you follow them, and then you find out. Um, no entries for years, and you get that little feeling in the pit of the stomach. You go, uh-oh, something's wrong. Something happened. Okay, ladies. I know I keep saying it, but this time we need to go. Right, photos are still up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alrighty then. Um, I might be on before Saturday, only testing the new computer that my husband's going to put up for me to make sure that everything is a-okay before we go on Saturday. And then we'll do some playing and see what else we have found out in the meantime that we want to, start start playing with. Yeah, it's good night this time. Well, get your notification, Kathleen. It'll let you know, hopefully. I know things. I never get my notification from people that I'm subscribed to, and when I do, it's like an hour later or something. It's really dumb. I don't know. All right then. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys hopefully Saturday. Good night.